So here I am, all fresh-faced and clean. I can see my nice wet hair going on here, just out the shower and about to meet a friend and go and have a walk. It's not a lovely day, but it's no raining, so I'll take it. Or maybe it is raining. Probably rains at some point. Jesus, it's Glasgow. Of course it's going to rain. I realized I have not vlogged in about 1,000 years. Actually, maybe a week. But it feels like 1,000 years in lockdown. Everything is still locked tight here in Glasgow. Yes, no sign of it ending in the near future, despite the numbers dropping daily at a steady rate. But the good news is, hopefully I'll be able to get this in picture, but remember the hole in my ceiling? Because there had been a hole in the roof. Here we go. That's right. It was repaired. It was repaired nearly a week ago, and I've not even vlogged and shown y'all. I'm telling you, it's because I'm just so pressed for time these days. Ha ha ha. Anyway, builders were really nice. Of course, there is a thin coat of some sort of dust stuff, despite the fact they did tarp everything and they were tidy. They actually got my Hoover out and hoovered my house, my living room for me before they left. It was really unbelievable. I gotta say, I'm quite happy with the service. They were lovely guys, but I am having to clean everything quite a bit, which is kind of shitty. I've cleaned it once and I'm still finding lots of dust, so I'm gonna have to do that again at some point, but it's not going to be today, because today I'm gonna go walk, and I really don't want to dust on a cloudy day. I need a sunny day, and that could be another 2-3 months. So we'll see how long I can live with the dust, and probably start going to have like asthma attacks or something. Wouldn't that be fun if I start having asthma attacks? Anyway, got me thinking about the hole in the roof sort of thing, because I can't think about holes in the roof and the phrase hole in the roof without thinking about my stepfather. Sounds strange. Bob, my stepfather, he died, God, I think 10 years ago now, probably a little bit more. He was quite a character. That's all I can say. He was a U.S. government teacher at a boys' high school in St. Louis, where I grew up. And he also was the high school football coach. And to his credit, he took them to the state champions and they won. So he was kind of a bit of a dude, you know. He was about 5'10", kind of a stocky build guy, and always had a crew cut. Not the pointy military type, just a round-headed kind of crew cut, dark black hair, Italian heritage, also German heritage, but he only ever talked about the Italian heritage. So I'd say Italian because that's a very Italian trait, to talk only about being Italian. As I know, because my father's side of the family is Italian. So I know a lot about it. Anyway, Bob was quite a character. And he was, to say he had a personality that could fill the room, was actually an understatement. He talked like this. And he never really spoke quietly. He always talked like this all the time. And he wasn't angry. He just talked like that. And he was very much into politics and government. He actually, I think, was on the city council or something, a local council. He knew everybody. Or he taught their kids, or they played football for him. So he was just one of those kind of characters. And he was a funny guy. I can only imagine what he would have made of the whole Trump thing. I mean, he was a lifelong Democrat. He would have never voted for Trump. I could see him actually talking about how he thought Trump was just fantastic. I think he would have said that just to piss off my mom. He was that kind of like a cantankerous guy, but he was quite entertaining. And I miss him. He was a one-off. I would love to have seen him as a 90-year-old man. He would have been hysterically funny and cantankerous and, blown people away. But unfortunately, cancer got him. So, that was not to happen. The other C, before we had COVID, we had cancer, which we still have cancer, actually. So, yeah, let's get rid of all the fucking C diseases, yeah? Celiac's not very good either these days, I can tell you. Anyway, so Bob, we had in St. Louis, where we were from, I'm pretty sure it was a local business. I don't think it was a regional kind of chain or a national one. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it was a St. Louis business of Frederick Roofing. And they had a slogan in the 70s and 80s, for a hole in your roof or a whole new roof, call Frederick Roofing. And some Bob knew the Frederick guy for some reason. Probably his kid played football for him. Who knows? But he may, he knew everybody. So they were at probably Dillard's or Sticksbury and Fuller. If you're from St. Louis, you're going to love this video. And with my mom shopping. And he bumped into the guy and was chatting to him for quite a while. So he comes up to my mom, who's someplace else, and starts tapping her on the ass. So Bob, like, if you knew Bob, he'd be like, tap, 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 tap. Like, honey, 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 hole in the roof, hole in the roof, hole in the roof, hole in the roof. Trying to remember the guy's name. And he's tapping my mom's ass and everything. And he kind of looks over and goes, honey, honey, and like starts to maybe even like grab her ass. And he looks over and this woman who's not my mother goes, hi. So he's standing there like a maniac in the store. Hold the roof, hold the roof, hold the roof, hold the roof. And he was just like, oh. He's like looking for someone. I think she was like absolutely a total character. She didn't call the police or anything like this. She clearly knew that my stepfather thought she was somebody else. Anyway, I can't ever think about having a hole in the roof without thinking about Frederick Roofing and my stepfather Bob, which is always a happy and momentous thought. He was such a character, and yeah, it's a shame I didn't get to spend more time with him in this world, this life we're living through. I can only imagine what he would have thought of COVID, particularly I think though Trump. He would have had lots of opinions about that. He never shut up about sports. One of the best things, I happened to be home in St. Louis when the O.J. Simpson chase down on the LA freeway was happening, and Bob had the television blaring, absolutely blaring, louder than hell, going like, look at OJ go! He's running through the airport! And, I mean, he loved this kind of drama. He loved this kind of chaos. So I can imagine with all the shit that's been going on in the States, I mean, he would have just been hog heaven right now. I mean, he'd been raging about all the sport problems because of COVID. Anyway, just a little thought there, a little aside. My hole in the roof is all gone now. I'm not going to tap anyone on the ass about it, that's for sure. So until the next disaster and drama, which I'm sure is right around the corner, don't ask me about universal credit. Stay safe, wear your mask, stay the fuck away from me, don't touch anything.